our friend from middle school that has like she has kidney issues because she used to drink Monster Energy drinks every single day from the age of 11. So now she has kidney issues for the rest of her life.
I'm totally not drinking an energy drink right now.
Yeah, like I have low blood pressure. What is this coffee gonna do to me?
I mean, they're fine. The hipsters at my job buy them, which means it must mean they're healthy, right?
Is it Bang?
No, we don't sell that.
Oh, hang on. Highball?
Celsius.
Oh, that's the new, like, trendy one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit's still bad for you, but...
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I'm drinking, like, 3 every day. I'll have, like, 1 every now and then.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm...
Everything in moderation.
I don't think anything... Yeah, basically everything in moderation. Although, like... Forever ago, when I used to have to do, like, soccer tournaments over, like, 3 days, even my soccer coach was like, alright, after game 3, like, he would take a container of 5-hour energy, and then, like, basically, like, split it up into, like, small, like, capfuls, and just be like, here, this is gonna help with the exhaustion later. And it's true. It's so concentrated in, like, sugar and shit that it's, like, an immediate, like, relief from playing 3 soccer games back to back.
Alright, I'm here. Aaron should be here pretty soon as well.
Welcome back.
Can't even explain the sense of foreboding of you joining the call and asking if there was raid.
Yeah, I, for some reason, didn't think we were doing anything today, so I started making soup. And
wow.
So I got soup on the burner. Soup. At the soup store.
It's like it's like the banana bread. I was like, fuck, I have to go grab the banana bread.
What kind of soup?
It's potato.
Hell yeah.
Potato soup is good.
It's like my favorite kind. It's super easy. Tastes good.
Yeah.
It may be way too hot for soup, but goddamn, it's tasty.
Oh my god, it was. This has been so hot. Today was so fucking hot.
I had to take an extra 15-minute break at work because they're like, oh, go get the shopping carts. And I said, sure, whatever. And when I came back inside, I was dizzy.
Yeah.
I looked my managers in the eyes and I said, if you make me work right now, I'll pass out and you'll have a lawsuit on your hands. So I'm gonna go sit down for 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's 1,000 degrees. It was like really bad. I went to go watch a football game for because at the school I was working at last year, I had a lot of the football players and they had a game really close to where I work now. So I went by and all the kids were really excited to see me and I was like, "Aw, I'm sorry. I miss you guys too."
That's cute.
Yeah, it was very wholesome. And I was like, you know, I'm not dead and you can just email me, right? And they're like, but you vanished. I'm like, I see that we're back at Piaget's object permanence stage, huh? And then my 2 honors kids got it and laughed, and then the regular kids looked at me like, what? Who the fuck is Piaget? But then I got a really wholesome email from one of my students that was like, I promise I'll remember that you're alive. And I'm like, wow. Are we?
Thanks? Is that
Are we
like
do-
a
Well, like,
compliment?
How do I'm like, are we live? No, right? Yes? Okay, well. Oh, okay, well, I mean, that kid has, like, other things in his life, so he kind of, like, sometimes will, like, treat me as, like, a pseudo, like, replacement mother figure. So, that was his, like, way. He's just, you know. He was in my room, like, all the time when I was working there. And he passed all his exams. He wasn't a bad student, but I just think that he's one of those, like, he's really awkward and doesn't know how to, like, talk to women, period. None of them. Doesn't matter the age.
How would you talk to yourself?
Sending everyone sending you a tweet. Oh my god.
The fuck took him out?
Poor Moss.
Is that the Pikmin thing?
Yeah, it's the dog.
I just saw Steven tweet that.
Are we all here? Are we missing anyone?
My god.
This isn't my gear. Oh, this is what I was wearing for fashion report. Well, hopefully that doesn't kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Don't worry about the other. Don't even look at the other stuff. I mean, if we have all 8 people up, then I would kind of prefer that we try to do it, but it doesn't really matter. Yes, 100%. Like the other time. So don't even bother me.
Stay.
That's what everyone likes to hear.
I mean, I'm a melee, so I don't actually care. I guess it's nice not to think about it. I'm not doing anything, so I don't really care.
East.
Damn, that shit crunched our bones.
Were y'all soaking the towers?
Yes,
Oh.
just soak a if you see a tower that doesn't have a person, just stand in it.
I was asking what job you just did to make it hurt so much. Never mind. Spread out. Left. Out in.
I went to the wrong laser. My bad.
Ah!
Saga.
Matthias!
Oh. Hey.
I think I fucked it up, but honestly I was distracted. Sorry, what were you asking, Clay?
Nothing, it's irrelevant.
Oh.
Don't drop the tower in the middle, please.
I did not have the boss targeted. What the hell happens? I can feint super chain, by the way.
Move, stay. Move, stay.
Which means that I think you're feinting Apo or parry.
East.
I don't know if the thing will work because we take damage from the orbs, but I guess you check.
Spread out. Going left. Out. Drive by.
Bottom up. Stay move.
Stay move. In. Party in. Party in.
Don't. Oh. Okay. Alright. Remember, we're prioritizing taking the towers. If someone's on the tower, just try not to stand on top of them. I'm gonna see if I can get a clear rod of it. That's the goal. Okay, that killed us really fast. Let's take a look. Did I learn anything? Is the real question. That was DPS tethers, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Yes, the towers happen first. You have to know what you're doing, like, pretty early. Yeah. The supports kind of have to be in, like, position pretty early. I don't think. I guess you probably can't tank invul this, right?
I don't have invuln up.
You can try home getting it, but I mean, you're not gonna. Obviously, it's not gonna do anything but give me like 2 more seconds of footage. But I don't know if it'll work. Kind of doubt it, but you can try. We didn't still go to the towers, did we?
We missed one.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So-called towers. I need us to serve. No, I need us to not wipe immediately.
Which side was it on? Okay. Yeah, I gotcha.
Right now, just go to your clock spot and go to the closest platform. That way we guarantee people are close enough to the tower. Don't look at your debuff or your tether. Unfortunately, the dominoes of this mechanic rely on stuff we haven't seen yet.
Do the plus and the X go off? They go off after, I assume?
They go off after the tether. Party move over.
Stay.
Oh,
That's
bad.
gonna kill us. Goodbye, gamers.
Edge.
yeah, no.
I was in the back.
She was standing offset from the party! Of course! That's how you heal her. That's how you become the healer LB3.
I pressed.
I was a pixel behind everyone.
I mean, it killed literally all of the rest of us. You were clearly more than a pixel away from us to survive.
Oops. Can we? Okay, it's fine.
You don't need it. She meant to use Panima.
It's right next to my caracol button, and
It's fine, everything's fine.
my hands aren't. Anyway.
Hands are cold.
Stay move. You really are on the back. You hate us.
Woody, I'm with everyone.
Yeah, whatever. Visibly further back, mind you.
I'm literally with everyone.
I mean, as you're not baiting the thing, it doesn't matter.
I'm starting to think Shelley's just playing a different game.
Literally? She's playing COVID.
West.
What's the game called? Plague Inc. Where's the plague? Yeah. I mean, they did. They probably got a lot more sales off of that.
Yeah, didn't it like surge to the top
Yeah.
once like the lockdown started?
Look with your eye. Remember not to get clipped by the ball. It'll be really sad if you do.
In buds. On one. Going left.
Oh, it absolutely didn't matter.
In.
Bottom up.
Stay.
Stay.
I like that we just stayed in Narnia, shall we?
It's gonna be Apple or whatever next.
Party out.
Out.
Not that far out. If you don't want the melee in your stack, then you can heal more, I don't care, but if you want to survive, just stand on her boss. The tank's gonna be inside of her. Unless you're slow on moving out, you're not gonna bait the thing. Alright, just go to your clock spot and go to the nearest platform, okay? And soak that tower. It's gonna get a lot of people killed, but it's like, who cares?
Well, but I have a thing. Why wouldn't?
Whatever. Die. Alright.
Well, I don't think you had to die there because I was right there.
Generous. Okay, and the ads do
Wait,
blasts.
where are the
Oh.
ads that are supposed to be in the middle?
They're not. They're floating like above or below, like between the first and the second platform on each side, north and south. Thank you. That was all the footage I needed. I appreciate everyone's sacrifice, and I didn't have to kill the tethered people, but I don't really care.
That's why I was like, I was standing there. I was like, why would you just kill yourself if?
It doesn't matter. I just needed you guys to soak the towers, and we couldn't do that the first time. So, literally, we were not clearing this mechanic whether or not I told you guys to sack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh well,
It does not matter. It literally
Are
does
you
not make. It
looking
makes
at
no
footage?
difference.
Yeah, we need to look at footage.
Alright, my vision.
I cannot believe they're so generous. I really thought it was gonna be not that nice. Makes me fucking brains at this moment. Yep. Then.
I'm sorry, I was bringing up the stream. What are we looking at?
You guys don't need to look at anything. And then.
I need to know how to do this, so.
I know, but I have to write it down. Okay, so people aren't confused as to what's happening. I don't know if everyone understands the mechanic. First thing that happens while she's showing you which platforms are safe, and then obviously the ones that are safe while the tower's on the outside. While she's casting Unnatural Enchainment, the first thing that happens is the towers on the outside need to be soaked. This is going to be soaked by the debuff people because the tether people are going to be resolving their tethers. Those towers are soaked first, and then the tethers are blasted, and then the shape people drop their like X and cross thingy, and then the tower people are going to do the tower drop, and then the ad lasers, so the yellow ads who fire 2 lasers, which the tank's invuln at the beginning, but this time we're not doing that. And then the ad lasers are going to fire, and then the towers are going to have to be soaked around the same time. Anything? And that should be the end of the mechanic. I think. Might be off on slightly. No, that's pretty correct, I think.
So it looks like the X and the plus hitting and the tower dropping and the laser firing are all pretty much at the same time. Like that's the second to last thing that happens, and then the tower needs to be soaked, and then the mechanic is over.
Yeah, everything kind of happens back to back.
And how many lasers did the ads fire? Was it 2?
2 each. It's like the same at the
was
beginning.
2?
They're the same thingies.
What time they
So
have
the ad lasers have to be baited by the people who are not soaking the tower. There are only 2 towers, so this should be pretty easy. Because thankfully, you do not get a magic debuff from the shapes because you're just dropping it down, so nothing even hits you. Which means that we're probably going to do shapes baiting lasers. Does not explain to me what the other tethers are doing, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Guess it doesn't matter.
The other tethers?
So in this case, we had 2 light towers, right? Which means the dark tether people are gonna be the only people with the debuff to soak it. But then there'll be the light tether DPS would not have had anything to do besides taking their tether.
Yeah, I see. That's what you mean.
Yes. So either the ads have to be baited by those people who had the unneeded tether, or they're going to be baited by the people who had the shapes. It's probably better to do the shapes because the shapes are not going to be taking any damage. I think it lines up better with our. Yeah, it lines up perfectly with our ideal diagram. Let's try to do it as according to the diagrams I have posted. This is still contingent on being allowed to soak the tower diagonally, which we haven't tried, but that's what it is. If that doesn't work, we'll just be really sad. Yes, now what we need to see is if you can soak a tower diagonally. As you can see in the diagram, one of those people is putting it like on that diagonal in the corner of their platform, so we want the person on like a completely different platform to be able to soak it. I don't know if some way that the mechanic works will not allow you to soak the puddle that way. I think it will be fine, but you know, there's no guarantee that it will work that way.
I almost guarantee that it will work.
There's no guarantee, but it's probably fine. Okay, so, now everyone needs to know how to be able to resolve the mechanic. Is everyone here?
Mm-hmm.
No one got up? I'll be really sad if someone got up and I have to explain it again.
You also said stacked.
Okay. So, the first thing is the tethers. Thankfully, your job is just as brain dead as the first tethers. you're just gonna go across from your ad, and there's only going to be one middle platform that you can stand on, because the other one is going to have dropped into the ether. You're gonna, like, crisscross your tether. So if you're attached to the south ad, then you're gonna be, like, you know, doing it diagonally north, and if you're attached to the north ad, you're going to be doing it diagonally south. That should be pretty easy. It looks just like in the diagram. You ignore the colors on the diagram. You're just going to be, like, crisscrossing your tether with the other person's, and if you fuck it up, you have a good amount of time to adjust, so don't worry too much about it. So go across from your ad, and then there's only, like, one platform you can go on. That should be nice and easy. Now, the hard part is the debuffs. There will be some different ways you can think about it, so I'll just explain it. In this case, if you look at the first diagram, the light towers are both going to need to be soaked by the dark tethers, because they're the only ones with the debuff that can, like, soak it without, you know, killing us all. Hi?
Sorry, I misclicked.
Okay.
Happens.
So, in this example, we have light debuffs, which means that it's going to be light towers soaked by dark tethers. I think that what the light towers should do is look across from the dark ads and make the same movement as if you had those tethers. One of you is going to be going on the platform that's further on the outside. In this diagram, there's like someone on the northeast, and then there's someone who's sort of like on the northwest. So I don't know how exactly you want within your role to determine who of you is going to go further and who isn't, but the way that I think you should look at it to know which half of the arena you're going, so you'll know that you're going north because the dark tethers are going to, like, one of the north 2 platforms, which means that you'll be on one of the north 2 platforms as well. I think within your role you should probably resolve it however you want. Like, maybe you would want the ranged in this diagram to be on the northeast, but that's kind of the hard part, I guess. As you can see on the shapes side, the X is going to be the person who's on the outside, so they're, like, furthest away from the dark tether people. Like, they're fully on the light side on the south here, and then the plus person is going to be somewhere in the middle. So the plus person kind of also has an easy job. If you have this debuff, then you're just going to be looking which of the middle platforms is the unneeded color, or the one that matches your debuff. So the light guys are going to be on that same platform as you. You have the light plus, you're just going to be going there as well across. And the X, you can resolve it as either thinking of you're going to be closer to the light guys, but on the outside instead of the middle, or you can say that you're across from the dark guys, but you're going to be on the outside instead of the middle. It's up to you how you want to think about it.
Okay,
Any questions about that? I can't make it easier or harder for you to think about it, because it's really up to you where you want to look, since you can look either towards your debuff or across from your debuff. Like on the opposite or the same one, whichever is easy for you to think of. But that's like the ideal pre-positioning, is you're going to be able to identify this quickly, and then you have to take that tower like right away. That's like the first thing you have to do.
X is always in the back, yeah.
Yeah.
It's always in the back. The shapes should be pretty easy because the plus is always the inner one and the X will always be the outside one.
Mhm.
The hard part is the 2 towers because you have the same debuff, so there's no way to tell who should go which way. So we need a priority system. We can.
Yeah, we can. DPS can come over here.
I mean,
Yes.
you want, if you can, you want the melee to have the highest priority.
Yes, you want the
because-
melee to be the more inner. So I guess, if anything,
Right,
I'd
it
probably...
could be like this.
Yeah,
boss
exactly.
relative.
It'll be easiest to be at the front or back of the line because it'll be like 3 out of 4 times you'll
Well,
always
if you're at the front, you're the anchor. If you're the front or the back, you're the anchor of that spot, right?
Yeah, it means that in this lineup, I would always be taking that inner tower, whereas Saga would always be taking the outer tower, regardless of
Sure.
what the other tower DPS is. Yes. it means that the people in the middle do have to check the debuff list because you need to know who's the other person with the tower if you have a tower, unless you're on the end.
You're just finding the other tower person, and it should be within your roles, so you only need to
Yeah.
look at 4 people.
Yeah.
Just look for the other tower icon.
Does everybody know how to tell which half of the arena you're going to, north or south?
Depending on the debuffs, right?
It depends on the color specifically.
Yeah.
The
So,
tethers
You have
and
to
the
think
your
about what color or what debuff you have first.
Yeah.
yes. Everyone needs to keep track of their own the set of debuffs colors, whether the debuffs are dark and light, because that will determine everything on the positioning.
Yeah,
the tethers
'cause-
are forced to go across.
yeah, so the towers, like if we would have had dark towers, the dark towers need to go towards the people with the light tethers.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So to summarize, shapes are on the same color, and towers are on opposite color.
Yep.
side.
Yes. If you think about this diagram as the north being dark, and the south being light, then hopefully that helps you think about it overall.
Yeah.
Just remember to start the mechanic close to the middle, because you might have to go to the opposite side of the arena, and you don't want to be too far away from that because the towers go off first. So you need to be ready to be on the tower.
The towers go off pretty fast, yeah.
Yeah.
And then immediately after towers, the tethers will go off. You guys have the easy positioning job. You're just going to stand there and take the tether. And then the shape people will have to move into the position on the diagram. So you can see where the red X is and then the blue plus. You have to move into that position to put your shape. It's not going to be the end of the world if you don't put it there, but it would be ideal if you put it somewhere that is, that is at least close to there. Obviously, don't stand in the line AoE if someone puts their thing down.
Are you, for the diagram that you're talking about for the shape people, are you talking about the one that has the orange lines? No, or is that the
No.
ads?
The
I'm
orange
sorry.
lines are the ads.
Okay.
The shapes are the X and the plus.
Yeah,
So after
yeah.
you take the tower, this is where you want to drop your debuff, which is the X or the plus, if you have that one.
Okay, so you want to drop it towards the front of the platform you're on? Or am I feel like
Yeah,
I
it's
went
like the
blue-
center of the
the-
X and the plus.
Yeah, the blue plus.
Yeah, so the plus person is going to be, after the DPS take their tethers, you want to go to that blue plus area, and then the X person will want to go to the middle of that red X area and drop their thing.
You go to the same spot relative to each platform. It's like the front middle of the platform
Okay.
is where you're dropping the shape.
Okay.
Yeah, regardless of how everything is.
And if your back tower, your goal is to soak the tower here, and then you gotta run up and drop the tower up here. Because the goal is to have it soaked by the people on the opposite diagonal on this
Yes.
platform.
Here's a very important information for the people who have the towers. You can pre-position as soon as you take the first tower, because you're not going to get hit by anything. I mean, if you're the one with where the dark tethers are in this diagram, you might want to wait a second to make sure you don't get blasted. But especially the other guy who has to go from the end of the platform to the inside of the platform where that diagonal tower is, you probably want to pre-position as soon, right away. And you can move right away because nothing is going to be blasted. No lasers from the DPS are blasting towards you.
Caitlin, do you have magic combo up there? Are we doing burst?
I think burst is coming up in the middle of that.
Then
Yeah.
The beginning of the mechanic is about 30 seconds off burst, so probably the mechanic ends and then it's raid buffs.
Yeah.
But after the
okay.
shapes drop their AoE, the tower debuffs will drop, and you need to be in position for this, especially the diagonal, because you need to be able to touch the other platform. And oh yes, just to explain the ad lasers, each of the ads who's floating kind of in the angels that are floating kind of in the middle, if you look at like the transparent images, and if you go to image 3 with the yellow lasers, that is how we want to bait the ad lasers. you need to be closest to your ad laser. So if you look at the little clusters in the middle of like the purple end and the orange end, that's where everyone else should be. If you're not baiting a laser, you need to be further away from the ad, obviously, so you don't get your ass blasted.
So which way are we shooting the lasers? North, south, or
directly
east,
north and south.
The goal is to have one laser be baited by somebody standing right in front of it, and then the other laser is baited by the person across on the opposite platform.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How is that gonna work?
What do you mean?
The ads will shoot 2 lasers based on which players are closest to them.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we want to have someone on another platform be baiting a north one or another one.
So, do you see the diagram? The last diagram?
That's where they spawn. They spawn not directly north. They spawn like in between, right?
It's true that we might have to shift the people in the middle a little bit, but our goal is to bait it as north-south as possible.
You see where the TH is, right? Those are the people baiting.
Okay, and where is the other group? Where's like the DPS supposed to stand in this situation? Where they're not gonna bait it?
Anywhere. Show me somewhere that's half a square away where they could bait it. Anywhere else, this is a straight line. Anywhere else is a diagonal.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if there's like someone on the Delta 4 platform, right? So the tank and the healer are baiting it. They're supposed to be taking that south, right? Or they're taking the north one from the south platform.
Yes.
How is the person on the Charlie and 3 platform supposed to not take it?
The Charlie and 3 platform? Hold on.
Or is there no one
there is someone there, and they are taking it, right? There's one tank. Do you see each TH? There's 4 THs on that picture, and each one is baiting a laser.
Yes, so what about all the DPS? Where are they?
It doesn't. Anywhere they stand will not be closer. There's not going to be anyone else on the C3 platform beside that one TH person. So anyone else is going to be in one of the 2 middle platforms. And any line that you draw to a middle platform is going to be slightly longer than the straight line that you draw from those 2 platforms.
It is possible that we'll have to move people like this, just to make sure that the DPS in the middle, or the people in the middle, don't bait it from the outside ones. Hold on, I'll move them on the diagram.
They'll
I have
probably
another question in that of
like this.
If this gives a magic vulnerability, aren't we all taking 2? Or all the people baiting taking 2?
The people baiting aren't getting hit here. In this diagram, the TH were the ones who did the towers.
How long does the debuff last? I think we do need the tower people not to take it, which is fine. It doesn't actually change that much. I think the shape people can still do it. So that's shapes and unneeded tethers who have to do the ad bait. It's gonna change the shape of the thing, but it might make it easier to dodge the lasers. Basically, each half of the arena is resolving some different sets of mechanics. Will make more sense as soon as I can open this thing. So this guy.
The person standing on the back platform has to be one of the people baiting. Because no
The
one...
shapes and the unneeded tethers are the ones who will be baiting.
Okay, then we need to do something about the back tower. Because the back tower is going to be trapped on that platform with a laser that they don't want. Because there's not going to be anyone closer. They have to take one.
It will be pretty simple. Let me just move them so I can actually show you guys.
If we put both of the shapes in the back, it would work.
Basically, it would look like this. And obviously the tower person has to move away, but I did not move them on the diagram.
I don't think
I
the
guess
tower
go with
person's
the opposite.
gonna-
Do you think we can't put them here? I guess it's not far enough, maybe?
I don't think it won't be far enough because now there's
Okay.
there's a square in between the
Yeah,
two
that's
baits,
true.
right? And there's going to be slightly less than a square because they're on the same platform. The person on that platform has to bait that laser beam, no matter what configuration we come up with. They have to bait.
That means we
one
have to put the
laser.
shapes on the outside then.
Okay.
I mean, you guys probably
That's
already knew this
doable.
mechanic was going to be mean to uptime, so I can't anticipate this being.
I mean, it doesn't. It's not that big a deal. Like the person in the back was losing uptime either way. It doesn't matter who it is. It can be the shapes. That's fine. In fact, it probably makes it easier if they're on opposite sides like that. It makes it more symmetrical. How do we drop the towers though?
We're
Since
just
we're not using the
gonna
back, are we using the
put
middle then?
them...
You have to drop
Oh my
one in
God,
the
can I
middle.
just fucking... use my drawing.
I mean, depending on the information we get about the tethers, we may have to switch the tether position because it may not even stretch out in this configuration. We may have to just slide one of the tethers all the way to the back, and then that would simplify the towers entirely.
I don't think the tethers are the ones that can move. Okay, this is oh god.
I think the tether distance is fine because we do it
So let's
earlier,
do
and
this.
you don't even need to go very far to make it solid or whatever.
What happened to my debuff image? What the fuck?
We have to move the X kite because it's going through the middle, which is killing the person dropping the tower.
Why
Does
don't
that
we
happen
put
at
the
same
X
time?
in the middle
They just put it
and
in
the plus in the corner?
I can put. What's happening?
Like right on Charlie or
Yeah, this does
Alpha.
happen. Like, pretty much
What
all the
what if you
time.
put it in the intersection between the two platforms?
The X?
The X, yeah. That's uptime.
It might interfere with your adjacent tile, the one on like 2 in beta.
I think the idea though, because it'll go off after the lasers, right? So those people should already, we want to create a safe spot for those people, right? Which appears to be like the inside, right? Like after the lasers go off. Or wait, when does, yeah, it's lasers and then shapes, right? Like the lasers have time to move afterwards.
Yeah, lasers go off.
Then the shapes don't even blow up. The shapes drop, but they don't blow up. Yeah, so there's plenty of time to move. So I think that the idea is that the lasers go off, and then everybody moves into the very center of the arena. But like not the very center, because that's where we're dropping the tower, but like that is the safe spot, is that inner square.
Oh, this all happens so at the same time.
Maybe making it go
Diagram
back
is
to
gonna look like
Charlie
shit.
first. Charlie's definitely safe if you bring it all the way back there. Yeah. I think I like that. Yeah, that's a lot of free space in the middle. Oh, so the two dark tethers are the ones soaking the towers at the end, right?
Yeah.
So the two light tethers are baiting the baited lasers, right?
Yeah.
In addition to the two people on the platform. So the shapes plus the two light lasers are baiting the baited laser beams at the end. Okay. So one of them's gonna fire at a right angle and one of them's gonna be the up and down? Is that what I'm saying?
This should be correct. Oh my god, I posted too many diagrams, I hate this.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I was thinking. Except, I would probably move the X all the way back to Charlie, because...
I guess we might as well.
You're cutting that little square in the front into this tiny triangle now, and they have to not get clipped by the tower when it falls, so that's even more chaos. I think leaving that entire square open will...
Here...
It'll also allow the tethers to plant too. Like after you take or after you take the laser as the light laser, you just go to your bait spot and then just wait there. It will go through the middle.
The plus?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, the plus.
The time between the tower soak and the shapes drop is enough for you to get a GCD, so I don't think we need to put it that far back for like no benefit. Unless, well, I guess we can put it back further here.
I think.
I guess we should move it too.
I wouldn't put it all the way back. I would just leave it.
Well, I definitely don't.
It can be a little bit back, but
it needs to be.
It matters how far back you go. I think it matters how close up you are. Like you can't get too close with it, but I think you can go as far back as you want.
Well, yeah, I meant like back towards the corner.
You can put it. What if I just delete these? You can put it somewhere here.
Yeah, that's fine.
You have to make sure you're not clipping the person who's baiting with you on like that south orange. Yay! The mechanic is resolved.
Yeah, I think this will work. How are we determining which dark tether is soaking which tower?
One of you is going to be further south, and one of you is going to be further north when you take the tether, and one of the towers is going to drop further south and north, so you should do it like that.
Okay,
in
so
this case, it's like in the diagram, the person who's tethered north is going to be further south, so you should just take the south puddle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
Everyone
in
loves
this diagram now, we're putting the shapes on opposite sides.
Yeah.
So it's no longer shapes same color. It is X south and plus north.
You could think about it.
I think we
as one
can
is
do the
same and
shapes
one
true
is
north
opposite.
because it does not matter if they're north or south, I don't think.
That's fine.
But they go in different spots, right?
Well, yeah, but
Well,
I guess you would have to just
one of
tell
them is-
on the fly. You would
Um,
just see, look
do you
and see
mean?
which thing that you had, and then did the mechanic accordingly. I got you.
I
What?
mean,
No,
if the X is always going in the middle, that doesn't matter whether they're left or right. And
this is correct.
if you have the plus up north, you're
I think we
putting it
can
in
just
the
do it
corner.
true north. Leave the plus north. You're
Okay.
going to be on the corner, whether you're on the northeast or northwest, I think. And same with the X person being south.
Mhm.
That should make it
And-
easier.
That
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 makes it way
should be
easier.
perfect.
I hope you guys don't need a toolbox because that was surprisingly nice.
No, we'll be good now. We just gotta see it more.
yeah.
Right.
Does anybody have any questions? No questions, really.
Well, I mean, I need to process it real quick. I'll have questions when I see it again, kind of thing.
Yeah. See it in
Oh.
action.
So are we still using the lineup to determine which?
Yes,
Tower.
it's probably better to use the lineup to decide who's going for north and south. I mean, I guess it's up to you guys if you want to YOLO it or not, because you're in the middle, but you can't YOLO it that much because you have like
The towers do not give you very much time to. They kind of show up almost immediately.
just use your lineup to decide the people who are. We'll just go back in. instead.
Wait, so who is taking the towers?
Whoever doesn't have the
The
blinds.
Opposite debuff DPS or tethers, because if it's light, then it has to be the dark tethers soaking it, and if it's dark, it has to be the light tethers soaking it.
Wait, Shalini, when you say towers, are you talking about the towers at the beginning or the colored towers at the end?
The color towers at the end.
Okay.
It's the opposite. Tethers. Great, this can't possibly go wrong.
We're all gonna die.
Are Shalini and Saga alive?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm just looking at the
Saga's
diagram.
dead.
Oh, whoops, I forgot to leave the instance. Sorry.
I mean, Saga's not bad. If they come back and ask for an explanation of the mechanic, I will turn their spine into pesto.
Ooh, perfect. I'm having pasta.
I'm sorry, I forgot about Saga's updated pronouns. I will turn her spine into pesto. We might be violent here, but we are inclusive.
Violence is gender. Eh.
I mean, those are not relevant. There's no reason to keep them around. I will rewrite the thingy so that if people forget where things happen, they can look at it later.
I can't say I have. That's just because I'm always hungry. I am in unfair sample size.
I know why I'm hungry, but I'll get to it later.
I'm going to explode.
Are you okay?
I'm just going to explode.
Is your internet okay?
No, I meant me.
Well, are you? Well, what's the issue?
I'm so tired.
Understandable.
I see.
Are you ready?
Yeah. I had to lay down a second.
That's a fucking vibe.
and fix our portrait.
No, it's that I was at a football game and in the sun for 3 hours straight, so I am cooked.
Crispy.
Burnt.
Off the PP.
Yeah. The bigger
So-
issue. Go, continue.
Just to clarify, that we're still using that lineup, but now it's the northmost person is just taking the north inner platform, and the southmost person is taking the south inner platform.
Yeah.
Which means that it doesn't even matter for uptime anymore because they're like equidistant from the boss or whatever. They're both
Yeah.
inside.
Yep.
Let me make sure that I have both these diagrams on screen. Alright.
The mechanic was seriously bothering me. Thank God we saw the ad lasers. Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Remember, we're all
Thankfully,
separated, so you want to do MIDI and shields heavy beforehand, or we will die.
I'll have wings. That's about all I can offer.
I recommend putting
Boneless.
down, well, I don't actually, it's up to you.
I'd use Bell for whatever the fuck the thing before is called. If that's what you were suggesting.
Stay move.
I just
Yeah, I
think there's no
deserve that.
guarantee that you will be able to reach people, and Temperance is an aura around you. Not the entire room.
I think they made it bigger, right? It's pretty
Is
big
it
now.
bigger?
It doesn't specify. It says Temperance, range 0, radius 0.
It's
That's
so
low.
no, it's probably the whole. It's the whole party.
Pay attention.
I don't think it has a range.
East.
Can't believe you didn't get clipped, Aaron.
Man, it's just a little gamer like that.
Delicious Soteria. No one ever uses that one. See, no one uses it!
Oh my god.
Increase the cardia power.
Yeah,
Like 5 hits, yeah.
Yeah.
it's very situational.
Works well.
In
Red
spread.
in.
Going left.
A lot of people were wrong on that one.
Yeah. I don't think enough people were on the right
No,
side.
yes, you killed
Yeah.
one of the DPS, which was, and it was DPS mechanic.
I think I went to the wrong laser, yeah.
You guys were missing 2 people, if I'm not mistaken, or at least 1 person.
Is it always a light party?
I don't believe so.
I
Oh.
feel
I
like
think I think either the healers or the tanks or any of the DPS can get either set of the debuffs.
It should be 2 supports, 2 DPS, if that's your
Yes.
question.
That's correct. I don't think it's a guaranteed light party though.
Yeah.
It's a pretty hard-hitting laser.
I've been. Should I use Shake there, or should I use it for the in-out like party stock tank cluster?
No, you should use Shake on the lasers.
Okay. I will keep it there. Then.
No, I use it there, but usually not for the laser. Like I usually do it right after the laser.
That's fine.
Move, stay.
I mean, I can do it then.
No, we don't need both. If we're moving, if we're putting shake on lasers, we don't need veil and shake on lasers. There's just no point.
Ooh.
Is shake the better MIDI?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, put it on the lasers.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're using them both there, I think using them during the lasers is the best time. Because you're just mitigating the damage.
You can use them both in the lasers if you prefer.
East.
The reason I was using it after is just so that it helps a little bit with the top off right after the laser, and then we have MIDI for,
Up to you.
Well,
Shit
the idea
actor.
is whatever you MIDI on the laser is being carried over to the
That's
next
true.
hit.
Where would the healers like to have them?
Hold on. I can't think right now.
If it were up to me, that's when I would aim to do it, Caitlin, is right before the laser after the first hit.
Right before the. Okay, so right after the in-out. Okay.
Right
Buds
after
in.
that. Right after this.
Okay.
I would do it.
Right.
That's not. That's here. Okay. I'm on the wrong side, aren't I?
In then out.
No, I'm not. Okay, I'm fine.
Oh, fuck! I dropped the tower on top of myself.
Top down.
Oh yeah,
Real.
fire.
Move, stay.
Caitlin, I need you over here.
I know. I just have to orient myself a little bit.
Party
In,
in.
party in.
You're faint. You're faint.
That's my bad. Oh. So you do have.
Whoa! Yeah, you
I
really need to
don't
heal
have
us there.
anything there.
Oh, Matisse had just died,
This is a
so.
wipe.
Well.
There's, I mean, you can soak the towers if you would like. It's up to you. Unfortunately, this mechanic is a party check.
I just want to be able to do the
Yeah.
visual, like,
Well, have fun.
So the plus is
I
always
tried not
going
to.
north. Oh.
I dropped the tower.
Ah! The blazer killed me through transcendence, which is very mean.
I'll be right back.
Sokka's like actively dying.
Crumbling.
Oh yes. Do healers want to shake or veil in specific places during Super Chain?
Would you rather, or would you rather
Keep in
one of
mind
us
that if
hold
it's
it for
used
the
during
stack?
Super Chain, it's not going to be available for the Paradema, like, or the Apple Parry.
yeah, I can put Shake there.
And then we only have Veil for right before the laser.
I think that should be okay.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
think where it is now is fine because I can just move Numa. I don't have to use it in the beginning. I can save
Okay,
it for.
I think I'll move Faint to
Stuck.
Apple Parry then.
So you'd rather continue using both of the
tank
tank-
middies.
We're using both of the tank middies right now on the laser. Before Apple. So do you want us to continue using both there? Or do you want us to use one there and one
For
on
Apple.
I wasn't looking at how much damage we took with the lasers that time, so I don't know, but
I'm not sure.
Could we see what it's like with moving one to the
Okay. So I'll
Yeah.
keep Veil on the lasers and you move Apple, or do you want or flip?
It looks like the lasers barely did any damage to us, but we did have a shit ton of middies, so that's...
We should have had Giga Shields.
We had Giga Shields, we had Panheima, and we had Prognosis and Caracol, so...
We overmitted the fuck out of that.
Yeah, we don't need
Yeah.
that much. Like, you might want to save Shake for the
Apple
ads
Parry.
or for Apple Parry. So
One of
just
the
keep
two.
that in mind.
I mean, so I'll go back to doing it during Apple. Okay.
Yeah, I think it might just be.
For the ads, you're going to want to be able to do pre-shields on the party, because anything you do in the middle is going to be potentially not hitting everyone. If you needed to, then that's not good.
Yeah.
There's no way to determine where the healers are both going. You may or may not be able to reach people on the other side of the arena. Rather than having the healer who's on the inside have to be more cognizant of individual players, you might want to just shield the mechanic beforehand, or use something like Lilybell Asylum. Especially because you're going to be moving around, probably, so you might not have time to think about what healing you're doing. Which, like the first one, or what?
Standard AoE cast.
Let me see if I can find it. No, I'll just move my feint off of Super Chain, and then I'll feint it. And you can use yours on something else. No, I can hit both. I can get both. She does an on the soul at the end of that mechanic, so that might be when you want to do it. That might be ideal. Pretty
What do you
much.
have up for that? Caitlin here.
Huh?
What do you have up for that Apo Buster?
Me?
Yeah, like cooldowns.
Everything.
You have everything? Okay.
Yeah, I have everything. I just popped them a little late because I was like trying to figure out. I was looking at it. I was like in, out, and then while I was processing in, out, I was like, oh shit, gotta press the buttons. Fuck. So probably one of them I pressed a little too late, and so it didn't pop up.
You did get very crunched.
That's why immediately as soon as I got hit, I was like, if I die, it's my fault. Like
You had Sentinel and nothing else.
exactly. I had just pressed Rampart. That's what I'm saying. I was immediately like, if I die, it's my fault.
Do you want to reprisal it too, Caitlin? Or do you want
I can. I was reprisaling on the soul before that because in prior pulls I didn't see your reprisal there, but I can move my reprisal to the tank buster.
I think it's probably up.
Oh no,
For
what?
all of them on the souls.
Well, yeah, it was up. It was up this time, so I was like, oh, I guess you do have it. That's fine.
Yeah. I'll just do it on the soul.
That's fine. I just usually look with my eyeballs, and I'm like, is it there? No. I press mine.
It's possible I was doing it during the lasers in previous pulls, but I don't know.
I don't know. I think if I put mine during the lasers, it'll come back for Apple Parry.
It's like the mechanic after though. It's like she does the lasers and then does a wing mechanic and then immediately does Apple Parry after the.
But her wing mechanic takes 50 years.
I don't think it's a full minute though. Or I guess it would be like 40 seconds or something, but
Maybe. Whatever
it does
reason.
take a while.
It does take a while, because she has to sit there and be like, 1 wing, 2 wing, red wing, blue wing.
I mean, I think we'll be fine. How much HP did we have at the end of that mechanic? When we Giga Midi'd it.
I'm glad you liked my joke, Matthias.
I did. I'll always laugh at a one fish, two fish with every
I had half HP at the end of that mechanic. I took a spread and then I was left with less than half.
Okay, so that should be fine because even without shake, you still have there's like a 20% window of.
Matthias, did you see the tweet I sent you?
I was gonna look at it. I forgot. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, Matthias, the most fucked up shit happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a sunburn like Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh, you know, I put aloe on it, everything's fine, it should be okay. It was so hot outside today that I was sweating, and I guess the skin on my arm had not decided whether or not it wanted to peel. And because I was sweating, sweat had to come out. But there was a layer of dead skin on top of it, so it like blistered. I was like, hello? Like, it wasn't painful blisters, it was just sweat trapped under a layer of sunburned skin.
I'm gonna puke on that.
I mean, it doesn't matter, you just like pop it open and it's fine.
Stop speaking. Stop speaking.
What, you don't like?
No, I don't like that.
It's not painful.
But it's gross.
No. Like,
What? It's not even
what were y'all
that
talking
bad.
about?
Nobody liked that.
Oh my god, y'all just never had a sunburn, huh?
Do the light dot correctly! Do the light dot correctly! Do the light dot correctly! Someone dies because you went into the wrong laser, I will turn you into pesto.
You use real olive oil?
No!
Pesto specifically?
How could you
Yes!
fucking disgrace me like that?
Do the mechanic correctly and you don't have to worry about it.
Do this on the day of my daughter's wedding.
No.
They say.
Stay. That means I can actually AFK while I bring up all of these volumes. Alright.
So I know I'm lagging.
Holy shit.
Sorry, I tabbed back in just in time to be too late to give you Nason.
Pretty cold.
You hate me, you hate me, you hate me?
You know what? You deserve that for the fucking the sunburst.
What?
That was earned.
How?
West.
I watched you do that and I was like, well.
You can switch to caster if you want to.
I will go back to Samurai in a heartbeat right now. I am so sick of this. I don't care about gear. I can do
You don't
more
need the
damage.
gear, just imagine it's day one prog. Or first, like, world first rather.
Fucking disrespectful.
Okay, do the mechanic correctly. Spread in.
Spread it in.
Going
This bitch
right.
must make me a
Right.
lepidopterist.
Right.
Okay, I was
Out.
fine.
Out. Out.
Was that not the dark laser?
Well,
Get it. Top down. Real. Real holy.
Move.
The do-si-do! You remember.
Damn, Caitlin, those were some smooth
Make sure
moves.
you don't die. Party in.
Party in.
I faint.
Party in.
What? What smooth moves?
Just seeing you going across and crossing over at the same time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's good enough. And it works. I shan't complain. Yeah.
I love that song.
Look with your eyes. You
Okay, so I'm just so I understand, in that situation, I had a dark tower and I'm northmost priority, so I should have been.
Who was the other Dark Tower?
I had the other tower.
Telling
Yeah,
you should have been
You
south.
should have
I
been
think.
south.
Wait, was I not?
No.
You were at Delta and 4, weren't you?
Was I?
I'm pretty sure Shawnee was.
Pretty
No,
sure you were
because
at.
I was up north taking the tower and putting the plus up there.
Well, there's two
Well, not the
north
north one, the north
platforms.
inside.
The inner north, the inner shoulder, left shoulder.
No, Shawnee, you're definitely north, south.
Would it
Well,
be
what's you-
easier to do left, right instead, like light parties?
Probably. I got really lost. The only reason I looked at the diagram and saw that it was Charlie, and I was north, and I was like, oh,
Let's line up. Let's line up left to right. If you would like to do it that way instead. So we can. This is probably better because one of you has to go east and one of you has to go west. So you can have a better idea of who's going east and west. Saga, go beside Clay. Or
Well,
you guys, you can stand wherever you
it would
want.
be like
Oh, you
this.
can. Oh, you want to? I mean, it doesn't.
because if we're doing it east-west, then I would be farthest, like this way.
Why does that matter? If anything, you and I should be on the other side, and whereas the group one should be on that side.
Amber, you're streaming, right? Okay, 1 second.
Okay, now Saga, you move too. No. Yes. Is this better for our brains?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. This
So-
makes.
So if we're
DPS are
doing
happy.
it like normal, usually we have group 2 on the west side, group 1 on the east side, right?
Yes,
so
that's
Shalini could
fine
be
with
the
me.
west anchor, basically.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what
supports
I
can do it
thought
however
would
they
be
want.
the east.
that's what I
The
thought. we were
DPS
going
are
with.
happy. Saga, this means you're always going to be like on the beta side, whether it's like the slightly north or south. Is that amenable?
Yeah.
Okay. Happy range DPS.
So hold on, can we do like a mock? I need like a demo. To
So
get this
if the
priority
platforms
system.
are like the one that I'm standing on, and then the one diagonal from here, then
Yeah.
Clay would be on the delta side, whether it's north or south of this inside platform, he would be on the furthest delta
Okay.
tower.
And if it's, what if you also got it?
Then I would go to the other side because Clay is delta or priority.
Okay.
I would be on beta.
So we're doing it the exact same way except horizontal.
Yeah, this is
so-
probably better because you're going. One of you is going east and one of you is going west.
Okay.
So don't worry about which of the platforms is further north or south. This
It's
means
just-
that the range gets to have a nice easy job.
Okay. So this means that there's never a situation where Shalini's going to be.
Yes,
east.
Shalini's always
East
going to be
never
delta if she has the tower.
Likewise, Matthias will always be east and never be west.
So it's just you and I have to be paying attention, Aaron.
Melee have
And
to do
but
the
this is
damage.
only for the towers. This has no bearing on the shapes, right?
No,
No.
the shapes have to do the mechanic
Yeah,
correctly.
okay.
Those are true north.
The shapes are just true north.
Plus is north and X is south.
Okay, okay. I've never gotten the tethers, by the way.
Yeah,
I've gotten tethers
maybe
this
it's
time.
possible that it's to support DPS mechanic, but I kind of doubt it. That would be too easy. We already, it's fine. The DPS haven't done it at all. We're going to wipe if the DPS get it. This is just the reality.
Alright.
It's better that we at least know where we're going, in case it happens.
Gives me a headache.
Matisse,
worry,
you're perfect now. You're set.
You're perfect.
You're always going east.
You have the
Jeez.
easiest job!
If you get that mechanic. Otherwise, if you get everything else, but every mechanic for you only has one possible location you can go. You don't have to flex for
It's
anything.
very brain dead, don't worry.
It still hurts my head.
There are 2, potentially 3 different things you could get though.
There's like, that's brain dead. You actually don't have to think. I promise. Party move? Yeah, and if you have no flex, then you don't have to think, so don't worry about it too much.
Stay.
Unfortunately, you are in a savage raid, so I can't make everything easy for you. Yes, they are. Mechanic actually solved itself a lot cleaner than I thought it might. Thank God for that. It means Matthias does not have to think!
Hooray.
East.
I was thinking the same thing! I was like, there's no way they would be so nice to us! I thought they were gonna blast, like, as soon as the things went off, but that's not the case.
Holy moly.
It is. The mechanics, they seem complicated at the beginning, but honestly, every mechanic in this fight has been very easy. Which means phase 2 is gonna be probably very hard.
Tank Buster almost killed you in real life, Aaron. Are you okay?
No, he's fine.
Spread out. Going left. Out.
No. What?
Okay.
I mean, okay. Oh.
That was too far. Not that far, but...
Stay.
Most of the party's over
Amber.
here.
Yeah, that's why I was like, why don't we just go over
Yeah,
this way?
You guys are gonna have to move.
Party in.
Don't think I got the things off. Whatever. It's definitely gonna be up for this.
Oh, if I reprisal the tank buster, it reprisals the AoE as well.
I don't think I'm gonna reset this. I think I'm just gonna let her teleport. Actually, maybe I should reset it.
It doesn't.
No, she does it herself.
She does it pretty fast at least. Look with your eyes. Whatever. Wasn't.
I shouldn't. No, I went to the wrong one. Fuck me.
I mean, one of you definitely went to the wrong one.
If you
what
get
did you have?
the shape, Matthias, you're always
I
gonna be
knew
on the
about that.
outside.
Yep.
Oh, is that what totally slapped the fuck out of me? The shape? Or the tower?
Well, that wasn't here, so I didn't soak the tower.
Yeah, if you don't soak the tower, it's over.
And Caitlin, I think you took my side, didn't you?
I went west.
Did you go west or east?
I thought I went west.
Matthias, what shape did you have?
I had X, so I should have been.
Okay. I was looking south then. Okay.
Yeah, I went to Orpal.
Yeah, I mean,
the shape supersedes everything, so I'm like, oh, I never have to go to the delta side.
Remember, if you have a tower, to place it outside of the donut or out. Not if you start in the middle and you have to go in and then place your tower, you're too close to the middle. I know I was a little bit close to the left side, but that was like that thing was in there. I'm surprised I was the only one who died to it.
Why'd you say nowhere? Like,
oh, because I pressed Primal Rend right as my tower landed, and I really didn't want to soak my own tower.
oh,
That's fair.
that's
I wouldn't
fair.
either.
How was
Understandable.
my
Have a nice
tower
day.
like easy to get to, Caitlin?
Yours was
Yeah, it was fine.
yours was fine. Matthias's was too close.
Yeah.
But the other one was very outside, I think. So
I saw where you were, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna go over there in a minute.
Move, stay.
I'm not a tower placing expert just yet.
Okay. You will learn. You just can't get attached to being in the middle if you have the tower, because you can't be there.
Oh yeah, Caitlin, I'm not gonna give you Nason for that other buster anymore.
That's fine. You don't need to. Wait, which buster?
The
There's one that I need it, and there's one that I don't.
the swap.
So you want me to die?
West.
I gave it to you that time, and
That's not west. Sorry.
I think I had like 900 HP.
Well, it's okay. I got you, buddy. I got you.
Well, it's fine. I just need to not use Nason on you.
Well, I can just give you my mini. It's like a handshake.
Okay, but
I just said before you weren't exploding.
because I was
Bud's
popping more
out. Bud's
cooldown.
out.
Odds out.
Going right.
That's not good.
Out.
Probably won't.
I'll just sack it. It's fine. Which tower is it?
Left.
Have to.
Oh, well,
Where is it?
there's
Where
the
is it?
tower. It's in the corner.
I was the one who had to soak it, and I was looking for it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect it to drop on my
I know. It's not your fault. I was just like, I can totally grab it as long as it's within, but it was behind me is the problem.
Yeah, it was very much in the far corner.
Super Chain is definitely a party check.
It's a sanity check.
I mean, you really need the debuff here to survive more than anything. You can kind of potentially sack out the other people.
I'm not worried about the debuffs anymore.
It just has to not go on a healer, basically. Because if it goes on our healers, then we're fucked. They don't?
Yeah, I think they just fizzle or something.
That's so generous. That's too nice.
Mm-hmm.
Move, say. That's too nice! They even make EXs harder than that. They need to make it harder than that.
It's like the first mechanic, okay? I don't want it to be too hard.
This is the first mechanic. Actually, the first mechanic is the one we tank in bomb. But we choose not to do it because we're lazy. By that point in the fight, we should be like gamering.
East.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you gotta be very looking through her wings and through all the ads. It's very annoying. And also rude.
Damn. You really are exploding, huh?
Buds in. Going right.
That was too early? I can't
yeah.
believe that snapshot too early. That's on me. You don't need me. You literally don't need me.
Oh, that's a little far, sorry.
No, that was perfect.
Top down, normal.
Move. Party out? X is south, plus is north. Towers are east and west.
Oh.
I think I was too far back.
Okay. You know what? That was pretty useful information.
I think I stood in the wrong spot after my shade.
Yeah.
I think you and Clay blasted each other, right?
I think we had the X correct. I died because I'm pretty sure I was too far back, so I think I got blasted. Probably by hers, but I don't think she should have gotten blasted by mine.
Were you far enough away?
Yeah, the tethers look stretched. From what I was watching.
Yeah, I'm just... Oh, yeah, it's Saga's tether.
Saga's? Where's Saga? Oh! I can't even see Saga. I can barely see Saga behind the boss's buffs. Are you? Where the hell are you standing?
Yeah, I think... I think, if we... Here, I think Saga was standing, like, back here, instead of at 2.
Oh. Okay.
Like, they took the corner instead of the middle.
Oh, so I was headed to the ad behind Amber here. Yes, I can see why.
Okay.
Fucking up the angle. Yeah, the angle was too. Yeah, it should have been to your left, further to your left. Yeah, remember if you are the tether person, that you have to be like on the sides. Okay. You have to be like here or the opposite side here, not in the middle of the platform. You're gonna kill someone, as we just found out.
Okay, and then I got distracted during all the shenanigans, but like me, who was standing with the 2 light tethers and has a light tower, I should have gone into the middle and dropped my tower so that somebody with a dark tether can grab it. Okay.
That's correct.
Okay. Just checking that I've understood my order of operations here.
Yeah, unfortunately the other dark was dead, so that was a wipe anyway. But...
Again, it wouldn't have mattered.
But yeah,
but
you
I
do have to go in if you're on the matching platform.
Okay. Yeah. I was just watching the dominoes go, and then I got hit by my own tower, and I'm like, oh.
Do you guys need the diagram for where the tethers are going? Because I can repost that. I didn't think it was necessary, but if it helps you, then
I think you should repost it.
I mean, Saga was in the right ballpark. They just didn't.
Yeah, you can't.
It was
stand in the
slightly
middle.
off. Instead of orienting themselves towards the side, they went for the corner, and it just didn't work.
You were
Yeah,
fine.
you were
You were in the
perfect.
right place.
You had the easy one that was straight.
Oh my god, stream nuts.
And you were close. At first I thought that you might have been too far back, and that's what killed you. But no, you were as close as you could be. Yeah, you were perfect.
The diagonal, yes. Okay, I'll repost
Well,
it.
yeah. You would have gone to the middle, and Kite would have soaked mine.
Yeah, that's why we only died extremely hard once instead of twice. Okay, let me test out. This is the first position. Everyone should be roughly here. Were the debuff people on the correct places? That looks like the debuff people were not lost. I guess it's hard to say.
I thought I was fine. It was Aaron and I with the towers, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah.
Neither of you were in the wrong place. Shawnee
Just
was definitely north, so you guys were fine.
quick question so I understand what's going on. Okay, so I
Yes.
had the X, right? So I stood here to draw my X, right? If this platform were disappearing, right? If this platform, so I stood here.
You
to
go
draw
all
my
the way
X.
back. Come
I
back
just
to
wanna
the
be
wall.
here.
I go to the back.
Wall.
Okay.
He's-
And then my a little bitch appeared here and shot me. So do I point her up or do I just stay here?
Point her out. So
Point
wait,
her-
she should have been.
Okay, I was
you
I was
stood-
up here.
Yeah, so she was. So the
Was
little
she,
bitch was like right
she
here.
Yeah, so she spawned like here, and then she shot a laser towards like this platform.
You just have to stand like south of her because you're on that like the southmost thing. You just need to shoot it south.
Yeah, you want to fire it away from the platform. Like,
So it appears, and then I have time to move to adjust the laser, or should I just move beforehand?
You have to.
you should have enough time. It should drop the X. Like
You're gonna drop your X and then move out of it and like
And then
into
move,
the
like,
position
move
to soak the
someone
ad.
over here.
Yeah,
So you would
because it
go
doesn't blow up
here?
immediately.
And then, I mean, honestly, you can stay here if you really want to, but you probably should move a little closer, like here.
Okay.
Ish. Obviously, don't get clipped by your own X, or that would be embarrassing.
That's what made me scream real loud, in case you were wondering. Just
Yeah,
blasted
you do
me
need to
in the
avoid that, but you basically have like you can stand like here, because you're shooting it south, and there's like no one behind you here.
face. Okay.
In the diagram, you have it so that it's making a right angle. Is there another person baiting as well, or is
Do you
that
see
just
the-
showing that
The
you
orange
can bait
N,
either way?
Yeah,
the light
orange
N DPS is baiting the other one, because they don't have to soak a tower, so they're baiting the ad laser, and they're going to be baiting the one that is on the right angle there.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be a perfect right angle, but
I see. Yeah.
I mean, where Matthias is matters a lot less, but that DPS is going to want to bait it pretty straight.
Do we just want to put the marker like right in the middle, and then that way you just stand on either side of the three, kind of like P10, if you have the laser.
Sure. You mean
Like the lasers would be here. Hold on. The lasers would be here and here. But obviously we don't have enough markers to put 1 and 2 on every platform, so just put one marker on it and then say play on either side of it.
like you want to put one here?
No. Like where 3 is.
On the middle?
Yes, because you stand on either side of it, right? For the laser.
Oh, for the tethered people?
Yeah.
You can if you want to.
could also put it like just on one side, but I feel like having it on that platform and then being able to line yourself up with it. No, okay, I need to be in line with
That's
parallel
fine.
to, or I guess perpendicular to the 3.
Hopefully this doesn't disorient people by shoving them in, but they're like barely in, so don't worry about it. Is anyone gone? No one left, right? Well, you're back. Is anyone still gone? If you don't already know, these like floor markings will show you where the laser columns are. So like this is the middle here. So if this place is unsafe, then you can stand like here. Because it's on the other side of this like thing, and it's, you know, quarters. So if you want to use these markers for that too, then maybe that'll help you. That's for Paradigm 2. Which Clay calls East and West for, but if you're on the outside, you might want to just stay outside. But I'm sure all the melee already figured that one out.
Refresh your food if you need to.
So we moved these inner cards in for the tower? Is that what I'm...
For the laser. You're standing on either side of the marker.
For the tethers.
For the tethers, yes. Just like in P10, where we use that and then split on either side of it for light parties, you're doing that, except you're using it to know where you're standing for the laser. Or above or below the marker.
On the edge, not just slightly above or below, or I'll kill you with pesto. In-game.
Oh, that's a good way to go out, not gonna lie.
Yeah, honestly.
Move,
Oh, stay. I just have to clarify we're doing it in the game, because I would never make a threat of violence onto CV.
Oh,
I'm gonna make
You did not move stay!
let
Plus 2.
you?
That was her fear because she was dying! Because you were also dead, I guess.
Yeah.
Or maybe she didn't get enough kisses.
I had like a very sad amount of hit points.
Yeah, I was late on my...
West.
You didn't get my MIDI.
I'm just dead, I
Felony, you
guess.
hate me.
What?
You hate me.
I think I died to damage.
What?
No, I think Saga got blasted by the lasers on the outside, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
Red bulb.
It turns out we can't have our white mage. Let's just, I'm not doing that.
Hey, Caitlin,
Wait,
why'd
what
you
were you
plant
saying?
on my side?
Why? Because I was watching everything go wrong and then I got turned around for 2 seconds. Why did I plant there? Like a deer in headlights.
You bullied me out of my spot. I planted too, and then you didn't move, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we've learned a valuable lesson. If we lose the healer to the first mechanic, we are wiping the raid.
Apparently.
Not dealing with that again. I died to like 1k damage. If you tell me we can recover that, I will have already jumped off the map. I mean, we could have, but we clearly did not. And no, Sokka died because they stood in the laser, not because of my problem. Yes, but it's different from dying to damage. It means that, thankfully, we weren't completely off base. Just losing the regen healer makes us very slightly off base, enough to kill 1 DPS. Move stay.
I'll do it right this time.
Yippee. Aaron?
What were you saying before, Matthias?
You hate me. We were safe where I was, and you left me.
What?
We were
When?
safe on the way on the outside for the towers when you soaked my tower.
Oh. I drift sometimes, I'm sorry.
East.
I won't
Caitlin,
bully
you're
you.
gonna have to shirk.
That's fine. I have sure.
Yeah.
Bud's out.
Bugs out.
Going left.
Out.
Ah! Why are you in there? Ah! Please don't put the spread inside, Shalini.
Yeah, I don't know why I was in there actually.
She was hanging out.
What happened to the other tower?
They were fine.
No, they were not
They were,
fine.
the tower
One of them
exploded.
didn't soak.
Oh, I thought I saw Sokka walking into the tower. Are you talking about the tower that was right?
I'm
It was the
talking about the
left
tower that
tower, I
exploded.
think.
Oh, I don't know.
Soak your tower.
Death comes for us all in our own ways.
Okay.
I watched Usain bolt out of that in-out with the tower.
That's what they're supposed to do? If you plant in with the tower, you're just gonna drop it in the middle and then kill someone. Probably me, apparently.
The little caster can't keep up.
You have to.
The little brain can't keep up. The hamster's tired.
Move, stay. If you don't have swift cast or triple cast there, you actually, you can't cast there. The movement for the in-out and then tower drop is too fast. Because they hate Black Mage.
Oh, I know. I don't get ley lines during that. I just drop it and leave.
It makes you feel any
Makes
better.
two
I don't get
rainbow
rid of
windows.
mine.
I drop it and leave.
West. East. Actually, it is west.
Wheat.
I'm glad I have plenty of time. Jesus.
I was
I was looking already on the outside because I didn't have to do the second part, and I was very confused, but thankfully I didn't die. Because I was looking. Valuable lesson learned, always look with your eyeballs.
I'm always so. Sorry, go ahead.
Bud's in.
Look, bud. Going right. In then out.
Oh, I dropped my tower. That's fine.
That's fine. I found you.
Up down. This is real holy.
Move.
Dosito. Party in.
Oh fuck me! What a terrible fucking moment!
That one we didn't want to stack with us.
That why we took so much damage?
I'm sorry, I was trying to shield Caitlyn at the last minute, and I was like, oh god.
Again, if I die, I split the damage regardless, so Aaron will live, and it's my fault if I die there.
Look with your eyes.
Oh, I'm on the wrong side, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
Yep.
Ah! Maybe I was a little too far off. Maybe we should move the...
Did you have the plus, Matthias?
No, I had the dark tower. I was completely in the wrong spot.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah.
Yeah,
You were.
I needed to be on 1, I think, because Shalini was on 3.
Let me just take a look at it.
I just saw you running like a chicken with your head cut off back there.
Whoever has that tether is too far away, is what is happening.
Which
I
one?
pulled it until I was long enough. I pulled it till it stretched.
It was
And not
clay. It was clay, first
He
of all.
doesn't
Saga.
look like he's in the wrong place, though.
He's behind the marker. He's like
He's
closer to the.
supposed to... I mean, no, he definitely took it on, like, beside the marker, like, on the south side instead of the north, which is where I'm supposed to be. If I got cool... Okay. Maybe not, this is kind of hard to see.
Oh, was it you and
Amber and I were the ones that were, like, the most middle. So we were on opposite... I'm pretty sure we were both positioned correctly, like, in relation to the markers.
Okay.
We have to move them, though.
Amber, I think you need to move instead of being on the edge. I think you actually need to be more in the middle. So yeah, like so in the footage, your tether is kind of at an angle. It's like angling out towards the outside of your platform. I think if you're the straight tether, I think you don't want to be on the edge. I think you want to be in the middle so that it's straight.
Here, maybe?
No. Like middle of your column, like right here. Yeah. I think this will cause the tether to be perfectly straight, and that will fix it, I think.
People on the inside towers might need to be careful because of that. Let me...
I think it'll be okay as long as you're not.
I mean, because I might pull the boss, but if the person's like here-ish, then the tether is going to be angled slightly like this way. So the person has to stand like here-ish on the tower, or like take the tower and then immediately move here-ish.
Well, you still want to stand in line with the marker, so you'd stand like here.
Well, you'd be here, but then because you're tethered to something on a diagonal, you're going to angle it slightly diagonally into the tower. So the person with the tower has to be careful.
But it's not. I think that the ad is like right here on the edge. So I think if you stand here, it will be straight.
Maybe so then.
When you and Amber were standing on the edge, it was pointing inward. or outward.
Well, yeah, before it would have like blasted like here-ish. If I look at the footage from where I'm tethered to, yeah, the person with the tower would probably still want to be careful and lean to this side. Is what I'm saying.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay, let's give that a go. Also, that was DPS again, so I don't know.
I think it's been like 8 or 9 times. I think it's always DPS.
I'm giving it 2 more and then I'm calling it.
That's fair.
We're not getting very past this mechanic.
No, I meant like 2 more pulls and I'm saying it's DPS only.
Oh, you might be right. It could be very instance-based RNG.
2 more and I'm willing to set it in my mind that that's what's happening.
Well, DPS, I hope you heard what we were talking about.
Nope.
Maybe we should have moved the landmarks. Yeah, there's like a little column there on the eyeball.
Yeah.
You're standing in the middle of that column.
It's the exact same spot that you were standing before, just not
You'd be here.
as close to the edge. Yeah, right there.
There are.
And markers on the ground.
Stay, move.
Did you see our demonstration, Saga?
I think I got it.
Okay. Because you're the one who did not know.
West.
No. Aaron, what were you expecting?
I was expecting to make it.
You were not even close to making it.
I was close.
You were so far off. You would have gotten clipped even if you were like half a second faster. 100%.
I took my leisurely time. Okay.
You got snapshots so like in the middle. I don't know why they would make the mechanic we just did everyone, but then make the next tethers DPS only. That doesn't seem. That seems too easy.
Spread in.
Sprint.
Going left.
In and out.
In.
Pop down. This is real holy.
Move, stay.
I'm sorry about your bones, Amber. Party in?
Party in.
It was, but I still feel bad.
So does sprint imply the existence of sprouts?
Yes, exactly. You get it.
Orient yourself north.
I was hoping it would last.
Holy fuck.
The monkey quack.
I had to be there.
Oh, someone missed the tower.
Matthias, you're always east, Matthias, if you get the tower. You're either 1 or 2.
Was everyone else good?
So?
So that time, would I have put the tower on the like around the marker?
Yeah, I think you can just slap the tower on the marker once you're once the lasers go off.
Okay.
You can
Then I
put it a
probably
little
would
bit more
put it-
in, like you want it in melee range or whatever, but yeah, you can just slap it there pretty much.
It looks like you and Clay were good because you only took one Shadow Seer, so those positions like on that slightly inner column should be perfect. Yeah, just remember that if you're the tower people on the outside, that to scoot away from that thing that is blasting. Yeah.
Pretty good.
The tower? Oh, and the plus X.
Your mic is fucked.
I was drinking water. The tower slash and with the plus X, like, let's say, like, just so I'm sure,
Yeah.
you take the tower, then you move into the position for the plus X, and then we do the bait?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. Because I went to move out after I took my tower, because I had the plus, but obviously everything went gray googly moogly, it all went to shit, so...
Yeah, so if you have the plus, you're kind of still chilling around that tower. You kind of want to drop it around there anyway, and then you'll move in front of the
Bad.
Bad.
Okay. Alrighty. Just checking.
I pulled Soleil.
And yet?
I'm surprised at how easy it's been. Face? I mean, I'm just scared because it means phase 2 is gonna like fucking kill us, yeah. Move over.
Oh boy.
I
Move,
think
stay. I'm not insane, am I? Oh god! Move a little faster than that!
Damn, you got annihilated, Caitlin. Holy shit.
Wow.
Someone needs to
We need some. Oh. I think it is Joker. Yeah, it's Joker.
Oh, well, but...
This is the wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, you went to that one, Johnny.
Yeah, we can't lose people on the first mechanic of the fight. Especially because we're not doing the first mechanic of the fight. You could say we can lose people, but just not a healer, but I think that might just be folly. Can't really lose a healer, but we can lose a DPS, I guess.
If only we had some kind of magical DPS who could resurrect our fallen allies.
Some casters just didn't die. Stay, stay.
Like a red mage. I'm so sick of it. I'm over it.
For the Clay calls, I feel so much less assured if I'm the only one calling. I doubt myself
fucking
completely.
muted.
Oh, you were here! I was like, is Clay just like tired? Cause I'm totally gonna get this wrong, and then I'm gonna feel really bad.
That's hilarious.
Matthias sounds so amused.
I'm just sleepy.
Some real LMAO energy there.
East.
It's almost
Rest in
11
peace.
p.m. I'm allowed to be tired.
I like just completely forgot about the laser. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like it left my brain.
Clay saying East was just for fun. Sometimes Clay just wants to say East or West as a joke.
I'm
I
always
have
so-
the potential to
I was
call
like,
it so
yeah,
early, but
That bad?
it's so hard to actually see through all the
Yeah,
layers.
people should just be looking.
Spread out.
Sprout!
Sprout.
Right. Oh. Crud. I'm expendable.
I got Clay.
Okay.
Bottom up.
Stay move. Already in?
That's when Fang fell off. I think too early. Oh my god. God, maybe we need it.
Orient yourself north.
I'm always 1 or 2, except for when I'm not.
Apes north south, towers east west.
Saga, why are you all the way back there?
Should stand. Oh god. Yeah. We're wiping, by the way.
Oh.
Oh.
They're right, yay! I like shapes. Shapes is easy. Shapes
What'd you
is fun.
die to, Saga?
So
What?
I mean, I think if you fuck up too bad on the positions, then you might get hit by, like, someone
I
else's
mean,
tether. It was probably the ad that was behind them because they were too far
Same
in.
thing happened to me, and I
Oh, you're right. They were probably too far back, and you got hit by the other person's.
You need to stand. You should have been
ads that were
standing
behind us.
here, on one. It's like you want to be in the middle of that. Like if you're on the inside, which is what you were on that time, Saga, then you want to be standing on like the middle of one way mark there. Not
Yeah.
Don't be too far out.
You don't want to go all the way to the wall like you are.
There are ads behind.
Yeah, you got killed by the other people's ads. We're giving them a hug of death.
I think the difficulty comes in how quickly everything goes off.
Still, it's too easy.
I mean, it doesn't even have that many parts to it. Really, everyone just has like 2 things they need to do, right?
Yes.
Maybe like 3 if you're the fucking tower soakers or something.
Yeah. So.
Okay, well, I guess tanks are no longer included in melee. Cry,
Space
weep.
Dave.
I mean, you guys are the sub melee. If you do as much damage as me, I'll trade spaces with you.
What? This
this is some
This is rigged against
Yes.
What do you expect?
Play.
What?
I don't have anybody. Where am I running?
Yeah, it was me.
Where is it?
Charlie, you left me again.
You drifting, I'm sorry.
North and east were light, weren't they?
Oh,
I mean, I couldn't even tell you which ones were light or dark. I just go.
It had to have been, because I was looking north, saw light, turned one, and then I guess I just had to have assumed it was dark. I just checked out, I was like, yep, this...
You were looking for the dark tether, so...
Yeah, so I looked north, saw it was light, went one over, and was like, yep, this one's dark.
Yeah, it was. I guess
I think it was beta. I think
Yeah.
beta was dark. Because
I didn't have
I was looking
anybody.
at Charlie, and Charlie was dark.
Oh, I must have been on the wrong side then.
Yep. Basically, because I saw your tower and I was able to get to your tower, but you were on the other side of the thing.
I can't believe Shelly had time to send us a meme in the middle of that.
What do you mean?
She posted a meme in the group chat.
Yeah, but didn't she post that meme like?
It was like 3 minutes ago. It was
Not
like between
this-
polls.
Yeah, between polls. That's pretty normal.
5 seconds before the
Browsing
last
Twitter
poll.
between polls.
Yeah, you don't do that.
No,
That's what keeps me fucking sane.
I'm not that ADHD.
Move,
Must
be.
stay. Move. Stay.
This is why Shalini plays Asteroid, so that she has something to do.
It's
before the
literally she's not stimulated enough on stage. Stage does nothing. She would fall
I do
asleep on
miss
stage in my mage.
Astro.
Aren't you sleepy?
If callouts weren't so important, I'd have like a show or something in the background to keep me enriched.
East.
Yeah, I would usually have like a podcast going, but I need to be able to hear.
Whoa!
Ouch.
Was that supposed to hurt us that much?
I forgot true.
Oh.
I did the
Damn.
other one.
I mean, even then, I'm surprised that it hurt us that much. No true fan would make us very sad.
Man, a Reddit podcast would be so good. While
The Saga auto attacks, I love the stick bash. Buds in.
Blood's in. Going right.
I don't like this spot. I lose melee up down here.
In and out. That's bad. Oh, maybe it's not. Pop down.
Real.
Real holy.
Move, move.
Go, see, go.
Me too, man.
Party out.
Party out.
Party out.
When we say out, we mean like not there.
Something in my computer is not happy.
The
Take it out.
tail.
Your PC? I thought you had a pretty good PC.
I think it's just too hot. It's like 106.
See,
And
no.
it's like 100 for days.
You gotta get that ice cooling.
Clay, did you
I gotta
gear
get
break?
the fuck out of wherever the.
Why is it always the head?
There's a joke there somewhere, but I'm not smart enough to
Somewhere.
read it. Anyone?
Clay, what was your boomer APM? Why didn't you just press repair?
Shut the fuck up. I don't need HP. As long as I don't have to soak the tower. That's what second wind is for.
That's what second wind is for. Where's your curing waltz?
The second wind is for.
Stay.
The real tragedy is my skill speed is now fucked up.
Oh, it's
I mean, you have the power to not make it fucked up.
nah. If you don't have the
Not
right gear, you
anymore?
can't do anything.
Well, you see. Is our countdown 10 or 15?
14.
Oh.
Oh,
Do you need 16 on Dancer, Caitlin?
16 on dancer.
Okay.
Because of the new skill speed tier, it's 16.
West.
I'm surprised you didn't call me out, Aaron. I have like no health because I forgot to eat food and I just realized. The food fell off.
I think it's very funny you outed yourself when you did not have to.
I mean, I don't give a shit.
That's fair.
I just got distracted by the shockingly low HP.
Spread out. Sprout.
Route. I
Going
keep
right.
getting confused about.
In, then out.
Oh. Got clipped.
Bottom up. This is fake holy.
Stay.
Party
Party
on.
in.
Holy. Oh yeah, absolutely. That was further than I expected.
I mean, we could not walk out as far. I just wanted to make sure that I was...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when we get a better idea of it, we probably don't need to make it so far. When people move faster.
Look north. Remember what you are.
Hey, no one's
Yeah.
here! Oh fuck, I didn't even notice until I looked behind. Too worried about my own.
Oh, I'm only flexing for Matthias. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I did wrong. I was thinking of the old way that we did it where I was flexing if it was you and me, Caitlin. But it's me and
Oh.
Matthias when I'm flexing. Okay.
Yeah. You're good. I was like, man, I can read Aaron's name really clearly, despite the fact that he should be all the way across.
Why
I was
does
like,
my gear
wow.
break so inconsistently? This is so weird.
Because they repair inconsistently.
I could have sworn over repair all put it to the same, but I guess not. I guess I made that up.
No, it does it
No.
100
It adds
plus whatever
100.
it was before.
Oh.
So
I mean,
it's
you
up
could-
to 200. Well, I guess it's up to 199.
Yeah, it just adds 100 on top of
So,
all your
so
fucked up numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And then you know what you do? You just break all of your gear all at once, and then
Well, you know, theoretically I could.
Stay.
Theoretically I could, except my shirt is at like 23% and my hat's still at like 160.
I mean, if you're self-repairing, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I just thought I'd been going crazy this whole time, but I just did not understand how over repair worked completely. I've been playing this game for 4 years, by the way. Oh! I'm sorry. Yeah. I didn't notice that I had a thing.
West.
Glad Clay's smarter than me. And Clay was taking one spot.
I got Amber.
No feint, no feint!
I've been playing this game for 4 years.
I was just sitting there waiting for the debuff. I'm like, huh.
where's my
I wonder
debuff?
who's that.
Did not notice the tether.
Look with your eyes!
Looking with my eyes at the debuff bar.
Spread out.
Sprout,
Going
going
right.
right.
Out.
Top down, real holy.
Real shit.
Johnny, that Drew hole was faster than me realizing I got hurt.
What?
That Drew hole was faster than me realizing I got hurt.
Party out.
Party out.
Saga, I like how we swap spots always for the spread. I think that's fun. We keep each other
It gives
on
it
our
a
toes.
little mystery.
Yeah! It's like, where am I gonna go this time?
I think the key
Looking
is,
north.
is maybe if we confuse
Look north,
the
look north, look north, look with your eyes.
Apes, north, south. Towers, east, west.
Oh, I was too close. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't leave it there because it's gonna get you wet.
Well, the tower, yeah.
I think we were already.
Yeah.
Wait, I took,
We
I
can't-
took one up.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just sit and cast Holy Spirit.
Almost
It's
good.
fine.
It looks like everyone got into their correct tower places, right? I mean, all
Yeah.
of them were soaked.
Were you tower, Kaylin?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
So did you get the tower and then run directly into the lasers?
I didn't even run that directly in. I stayed like safely out, but I was a little bit too north. So I was like, the tower was like right here. And
Yeah.
then I like basically scooted a little bit like here. And then I got clipped.
By what? Did you get clipped by that, or was it because there's an angel right here who's firing at the other platform across? So if you're
She
too
died
far
before
back,
that.
you're
I
gonna
died
get-
before that.
She died on the DPS stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. The DPS laser on the other platform is coming from right behind Caitlyn. So if she steps too far back, she's gonna die like Saga did last time.
I definitely think I died going forward, not back.
That's fair. Fair.
Bridge.
But I think I just need to go more like, basically like right here.
Saga, you died because you were too far back again.
I didn't die.
Oh, this is a different VOD. Never mind.
I think right here is correct. And I think I just have to. I just think I don't get uptime until.
No, you don't get uptime on the tower.
Well, no, I know on the tower I don't, but like, I have to wait till the lasers resolve and then I can go in.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's also shit behind me, so I got stuck just.
You took a step forward and you were on Amber's side.
I took a step forward and went slightly like this. I wasn't like here. I was
yeah. You were listening to that side. Had you been in the exact middle, I think you would have been fine.
Yeah, I think I would have been fine in the exact
or
middle.
had you not taken a
but
step
I think,
forward.
yeah.
But I think you did both of those things and that killed you.
Yeah, I didn't know if like.
Yeah. It was
During that entire mechanic, I had 0 uptime, so I kind of just scooted to see if I could get max melee, and the answer is no.
Yeah.
No, if you soak the towers, you have to take downtime.
Well, I figured I would have to take downtime because I was taking the tower. I didn't know that I had to take downtime through the rest of that until that resolved.
It's until the lasers go off. Your complete downtime.
That's fine. That was just the first time I've gotten that shit and lived to a point that I could see that.
It's pretty big. As you can see, there's like not much space for you to stand if you want to move up there.
Good night, Shawnee.
I miss Shawnee.
But you're very safe if you're on the back of the V, so you're like if you're on the the back of the V. Of course that means you get no uptime, but at least you have magic combo, maybe.
I don't.
Okay, at least you have a ranged attack that isn't a cast.
Between Shield Lob and Holy Spirit, I'm better off sitting there and casting Holy Spirit.
Okay, at least you have an option of ranged attacks that are and aren't a cast, one of which is better for you depending on circumstances. That must be nice.
Getting the symbols is pretty nice because you have, or the shapes, because you have so much room to work with in the back. There's like no lasers anywhere near you. You get fucking downtime the entire time, bud.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes.
Like if you want to be as safe as possible, the tower people would be standing here, like in this little butt crack.
This butt
I know this is extremely far away, but this is like the safest place you can, because those lasers, if you look at the VOD, they're actually pretty large. Because you get clipped like you see where Amber's standing, that's the middle of the laser, and you get clipped like about 5 feet to her diagonal right.
I think you die though. In Amber's POV, you can see the laser coming from behind Caitlyn, and it doesn't leave very much room.
I mean, it doesn't leave very much room on either side.
I think I need to just scoot like right here. I think this is actually probably safer than
That's
eating.
right where the tower is, I think.
I think isn't the tower here?
Tower's in the back.
Yeah, it's like right here, like right in the middle of these two thingamajiggies, right where you're standing.
Yeah, so shouldn't I just list a little bit just in the center, but here?
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think being in front of, like, you're still soaking the tower even if you're standing here. I think just being in front of the middle of the tower is perfect.
Okay.
That looks pretty tight either way.
Like, from Amber's POV, the back laser hits from here to here. Like, all
You want to stand here? If anything, where Kate's standing on this VOD looks too close. Or if it's not too close, it's like barely not too close, because the laser graphic is not... Like, the white part of the laser is not how wide it is. The black part of the laser is how wide it is.
Yeah, and if the here, let me screen cap this horrible resolution image. I'll put it in voice context.
I think if you move closer than here, you might be too close to the inside of the V. It's like it would be very dependent on people's precise angles at that point, and you probably don't want to leave it too much up to chance if you don't do it.
I mean, you could just stand.
You think you live here if you're lucky, and here is like, should be here, or maybe slightly back of here is probably the safest you can be.
In that case, you just stand dead center of the tower, like right on the middle.
Okay, I didn't know it's. I expressed.
Like here, let me get a good screenshot.
Yeah, I think you do just stand here in the middle. For some very unforgiving lasers that we've constructed to give people uptime.
I mean, you can't make very many other shapes, right? Like, we tried to do the thing where we put 2 to a platform, and it was kind of like a mess and gross.
I think it's only bad. I think that's only bad if, it depends. You might make some worse and better shapes.
I don't think you can make any other shape with keeping the people on the platforms that we have.
No, you might be able to do it with 2 on each, and there might be better shapes that are a little more forgiving in terms of what's happening, what happened to Kate.
Oh, but it gives like 6-person downtime, right? Because you have to stretch it all the way out to like the edge. On the ends.
Potentially. It might not be 6-person downtime, but it might be close. It's definitely more downtime than this strat.
I think so.
The weird that the tower isn't exactly in between these 2 little eyes. It's like slightly behind the eyes, the middle of them, like right where
No,
we're
but I think this is where you want to stand. This should be far enough away from both the ones coming and going. Yeah. At least in the VOD. I don't know how precise the DPS were on the VOD, so it's hard to say.
They look pretty good, or at least from Amber's POV. Like, Saga's perfect. The only thing I would change is Amber. I feel like your since you were the crossover one, it would have been you could have made more room by going all the way to the edge. So I think you can do it. I think it's more important that the one that isn't crossing over is not on the edge. The straight one is straight. Like we discussed, that whole thing where you and Kite killed each other or whatever. So to make sure that that doesn't happen, we have to have the people not be on the edge. But if you do get the crossover one, I think you can make more room for the people in the back if you do go to the side. Because it just angles it further away from everybody. That would be the only thing that I would change. But again, it's a little bit unnecessary. You were, even despite that, you were closer to the middle than you were to the edge, which I would avoid. Like if you were like right here in the VOD. So you're not quite in the middle. Like I think right here is the middle. And I think if you're going to list to one direction, I would list towards the edge rather than towards the middle. This is a very tight mechanic for whatever reason.
Well, we chose to make it a tight mechanic for uptime, so now we all suffer together.
Yeah, but even normal uptime mechanics aren't usually quite this tight, and if they are, they have very clear arena markings. These arena markings are honestly kind of shit.
I hate them! This is nothing! They're just blobs. If this was one of, like, the other arenas, we'd have a line here, going all the way up to show the quarters from this side, and these would suck less.
I mean, they're serviceable, but these like wavy shapes do not denote like space very well.
They're pretty annoying.
And if you angle your camera so that the light reflects off of the ground properly, you can see that there are these like markings. There's like these little
There's like diamonds.
Yeah, there's diamonds all over the place, but they're so faint for no reason.
They're just part of the texture, I guess. A12S had really good arena markings. I mean, the thing is, most of Endwalker had pretty decent or good arena markings. This is just an exception. Eleven's arena markings makes so many things brain dead.
Istos were really good. Yeah, and 11 has good arena markings.
I think that was some pretty good prog, though.
That was better.
Yeah, I didn't really know what was happening, to be honest. It's too confusing.
I definitely think that this is it's more conceptually difficult than something like Snakes, but Snakes is definitely harder to do, I feel like, because you have to flex for Snakes potentially. Versus this, which is just...
I do think they should have made it so that either role can get the tethers or debuffs.
That would be so...
They would not! Yeah, this is 12. Lions also had to do switches. Like, you would sometimes have the support or the DPS.
Yeah, but this is like 40% of the way through the fight. If it does this again, then I would expect it to start making you do all the mechanics or whatever. But
It's true that we don't know when she phases. Yeah, I think so too, but yeah, we never know, I guess.
I think that it's like 4.5 minutes in, so it's definitely the halfway point.
I mean, it's just that for the first tether mechanic, it does switch, so between, well, anyone could get it rather than being segregated between support and DPS even.
Yeah, and it would work. Like, I just feel like it's weird, or it would be harder. It would be much harder if you didn't have to do a flex. If it was like static positions, but you had to, you could get anything, any mechanic, then it would be more reasonable. But
wouldn't it be harder if you can get either of them, or like anything between anyone?
well, but you didn't have to. If there wasn't a situation where you have to flex, if you get the towers, it makes it so you have to have 4 flexes instead of 2, because you have to have 2 DPS flexes and 2.
Yeah.
In addition to having everybody else.
This is such a light flex because it's like literally one person goes left and right, and you don't even need the flex because technically you can just YOLO it. I feel like it barely counts, especially compared to A8, which very much forces you to pay a lot of attention to who's flexing and not. Because right now the DPS don't do much. Even like soaking the tower, going into position for the tether, and then either soaking a tower or